7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. All right. Okay. Does it work? Can you hear me? Trebles, talkies. My thoughts with heel clicks is that, that sound should just be another organic sound within your wheelhouse of Irish dancing. Similar to when you make a toe sound or a heel sound or a bang sound. Heel clicks should just be another symbol on the drum kit that is your Irish dance sounds. So I like to kind of mix the clicks into in interesting and random places, and yeah. So I have 2 steps prepared for you guys, and they have the theme. They revolve around the theme of heel clicks and finding new ways to fit a heel click in here and there. And the first step is a little easier than the second one. The second one has a little bit more of a challenge to it. It's all for fun. It's to get inspired and motivated to be creative and have fun with Irish dancing again, So, it's a treble reel to start, and hard shoes on. Treble reel, hard shoes on, what else? That's about it. Yeah, so we're gonna start with a bang. I'll teach going this way, like you're right behind me, just like following along in a regular classroom. So, we got our right foot in front. We're gonna bang on the right foot. And we're going to do treble and toe. But we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to add an extra space. Basically, we're going to jump a little bit higher. We're going to go. So, hop treble. So, it's an extra little bit of a hop to it. Instead of going, we're going to go. And as we're brushing back, so we have our brush forward and our brush back. As we're brushing back, we want to hit our heels together, okay, to add a little extra sound to it. So instead of going, we're going to go treble, click, toe. So bang, treble, click, toe. Okay, try it together. Ready? 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Bang, treble, click, toe. And we're going to repeat that on the left foot. Whoop. Okay, so the big takeaway of that is on that brush back, you want to just allow the heels to collide into each other on their way back, similar to when you're doing just a regular treble and toe, but now we're bringing our heels together during that little extra jump we're doing. Okay. So let's try that together. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Yeah. So the 3 biggest things with heel clicks are the 3 things you need to have. You need to have turnout, you need crossover, and you need the toes to be somewhat pointed. Okay. And that allows the heels to show themselves more. Okay. So both feet need to be turned out. Both feet need to be crossed over. And if that's happening and we're pointing our toes to show the heels even further, the heels have a tendency to just run into each other. So you don't have to focus as much on making that connection. They kind of just collide, intentionally collide. Yeah. So let's try that again. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Bang, okay. So we're going to do so we're going to add with a treble hop back there. Okay? So 2, 3, and now we're going to repeat that whole thing on the left foot. Okay? So we're going to do without the bang. We're going to go treble, click, toe, treble, click, toe, treble, hop back. Okay? So that fills up the first 2 bars right there. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Okay. And again, just that brush back. You want to brush, and then bring those heels together on your way. It's the same root. basically. You're drawing from the starting point, brushing back, through the heel, and then to the back. All right, one more time. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Okay. How are we doing so far? Thumbs up. Oh, I can't really see, but yeah, we're doing pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. 7. Let's try that one more time. 2, 3, and bang. So, and treble, hop back to finish it off. And if you miss a click here or there, don't worry about it. Heel clicks to me are one of my favorite tricks in Irish dancing. But one of the reasons I like them so much is it's so based on the amount of work you put into it, the practice. It's a lot of other tricks like require this or that, but heel clicks just require practicing something a lot, getting really efficient with it, just putting in the work and the time. So the more you practice the heel clicks, the more comfortable you get with them, the more efficient you get with them, the more consistent you get with them. So it's almost 98% practice. So the more you practice it, the more consistent you'll get with it, which is great. Okay, here we go. So we've done the first opening part. Bang. Now we're going to change it up. So we're going to do hop treble, hop treble, hop treble, hop treble. Okay. Hop treble, hop treble, okay. Those big spaces there, that's where the clicks are going, but just getting the movements correct. So you're trebling and you're switching, but you're adding a little bit more of a jump in between. Instead of just going, you're going to go, okay, hop treble, and tip and toe. Okay, hop treble, and tip and toe. Okay, hop treble, hop tip and toe, click and toe, heel down. Hop treble, okay. Again, 2, 3, and heel down. Yeah. And tip and toe, click and toe, heel down. Okay. And so let's dive a little bit more into that. The hop treble. So up tip and toe, and you want to click and back. Yeah. And I would say when you're doing heel clicks, the further away the click is happening, away from your center, the harder it is to make that connection. So when you're first doing click downs for the first time, keeping them low, it's a little bit easier to hit. But as you go higher up, they get a little bit more difficult. Same thing with back clicks. So doing your back click slow at first to just make sure you have that connection, that muscle memory connection to connect those heels. It's the best way to start it. And then as you get hot, bring those legs, you bring them higher up. That's where it gets a little less consistent. So when you're doing this trick, the tip and toe, kick and toe, I would recommend if you're still like practicing heel clicks, you're trying to get better at them, I would keep them low, keep the heels low. That would make them a little bit more consistent, but as you get stronger with them, you can start picking up them more and all that good stuff. So, all right, back off the spiel. So where we were at, we did hop treble, and tip and toe, heel down. So now we're going to try to connect those heels on the exchanges. So, okay. In the same way that when we were brushing back and running the heels together when we switched feet to do our treble, click, and toe, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to bring those heels together. Okay? And treble, click, and you want to bring it back up to get ready for your treble switch. Okay? Hop, treble, click, and treble, click, and. And then the same thing happens there. Tip and toe, click, and toe, heel down. Okay? Let's try that together. Just that piece. 2, 3, and. Hop, treble, click, and treble, click, and to bento, click, and toe, heel down. Ready? 2, 3, and Okay. And we're prepped and ready to go into the next part. Okay. Again. 2, 3, and Okay. Let's try to add that piece to the previous part. Give it a shot. Stumble through it. Here we go. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Okay. One more time. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, I haven't counted how many heel clicks are in this step, but there's a lot of them. So we got through. We're already halfway through this first step. So we start off with that bang. Ready? So bang and treble click and toe. Treble click and toe. And treble click and treble click and tip and toe click and toe heel down. We're going to do it again, but just one treble click. Okay, so that combination together will sound like this. Hop, treble, click. Okay. So you need a little bit of space, I'd say, a little bit to the left. A little bit to the left. Ready? 2, 3, and Okay, so it's the same thing, kind of repeated twice, but the first time you're click switching, switch clicks, click switch. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a name for it. So you're gonna do that twice into your, and now you're gonna do it just once. Okay, so the same movement done twice. You're doing the treble switch click thing twice. Yeah. Okay, let's try that all together. So just that piece, that second half. Ready? 2, 3, and treble hop back. So we're gonna do a treble hop back to connect to step number 2. Okay, cool. All right, so let's take it from the top. We'll go right through it, stumble through. Okay, if you make a mistake, no worries, no worries. We'll practice it. We'll get through it. Here we go. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. And treble hop back, treble. Okay. 8, 2, 3, and 1 is kind of how that would sound at the very end. So we kind of spill over into the step number 2. Okay, so 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3, and 1. So you should hear that spill over into the next part. Okay, let's try that again. Here we go. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Okay. You notice the rhythms are all pretty much consistent throughout. There's no fast or slow or held or any extra little triplets or anything going on. It's all very evenly spaced. So it should kind of sound almost machine gun like, and that's going da 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 da. However, we're throwing a bunch of different rhythms in there. We're doing trebles, toes, clicks, and that's accenting the step throughout. But speed-wise, tempo-wise, it's all pretty evenly spaced. Okay, so nothing should be faster or slower. It's all pretty much the same pace. I think throughout. Yeah. Here we go. Let's try it again. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. And yeah. Try your best to get all those clicks in there. Try, they just, it's one of those things where like the heels will collide into each other. Don't try to like engineer the like and treble and try to click it separately. It should just hit on its root back. So you want to try to achieve that. You don't want to try to engineer the click yourself. It should all happen pretty organically. Is that a word we can use? Yeah, that sounds about right. And as you're jumping up, you're connecting the heels. Yeah, and triple click. Let's try it again. Ready? 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Yeah, evenly spaced rhythms the whole way throughout. So, I guess how you would make this step more difficult or less difficult would be the tempo that you choose to do your reel to. So if you do a really fast reel, this will become a lot faster, a lot more difficult. And if you use a slower reel, you'll have all that extra space and time to anticipate each movement a little bit more. So yeah, if you want more of a challenge, faster tempo. If you want to slow it down, get the practice in, slower tempo reel. So you have your choice there. Should we try it one more time? Maybe one more time, then take questions, clarify, comments, concerns. Here we go. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Good. Couldn't hear any of you, but I assume you hit every single click. And that's one of the best things, and maybe one of the most annoying things about heel clicks, is that you know if you hit them or not. And I'm sure we've all been there and had a teacher after a long 3-step run, and they say, you missed a click. I always hated that, because it's like, yep, I know. Okay, so we're good on this first step. You want to try one more time? One more time for luck. All right, here we go. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Okay, cool. So, this next part, the next half is basically we're taking that previous step and we're doing this. We're gonna mush it together. So in that first step we did our treble click and toes and then our treble switches, and now we're gonna do them a little bit more closely knit. So this next part, 2, 3, and we're gonna go. And treble click and toe, and treble click and toe. And triple click and toe, and treble click and toe, and triple click and triple click and toe, click and toe. Right off of this toe, we're gonna go into our treble click switches. So it's things we've already kind of learned. Okay, so we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna combine the two now. So we do a treble click and toes right into our treble click switches. Clicks, treble switch, clicks, yeah. That thing. Ready? So let's try that together. 2, 3, and And we're gonna do a treble hop back at the end. Okay, ready? Try it again. 2, 3, and Not too bad. So it's something we've already learned, but we're doing this to it. We're concentrating it almost. Yeah. Here we go. 2, 3, and Cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Just going over my own stuff. It's so, it's a little on the intricate side that actually going in slow motion and going bit by bit, a little bit more difficult. Okay, so We did the first part. Let's try that again. 2, 3, and treble click up, click and down, back, click and down, out, in. Those are words coming out of my mouth, and they do mean movements. So what we're gonna do, we have our right foot out in front. We're gonna do hop, treble, click up. Okay. So without the click, it would go and treble out. That's the movement we're trying to do, and the rhythm. Now there's a collision point. We're calling it that collision point where we could run our heels together in between that exchange. Right there, right before that hop, that switch. Okay, and that's where we're gonna try to sneak in another click, another sound, another rhythm. Okay. Okay. Very similar to the treble click and toe, except now we're bringing our left foot forward. We're pushing off our left foot and kicking up, and we're gonna meet that exchange a little bit further in front of us. Now, what we were saying earlier, the further you are from your center, so either further out in front of you or further behind you, the more difficult normally the click is. So this is pretty challenging. I would say try to keep it lower to the floor at first, but then as you get more comfortable with it, you can bring it up a little bit more. But treble click up. Okay. So we have that rhythm. Treble click up. Now we're going to launch off our right foot. Launch off our right foot and connect with our feet, connect our heels and land on our left foot. Okay. Okay. And treble click up, click back front. So we don't want to go like the 2 feet landing at the same time. We want our back foot to land first. And treble click up, down. And treble click up, down. Bup, 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 bum. So we have a little bit of a pause there. You can kind of hear it. And treble click up, hit up, down. Okay. And treble click up, down. Back click. Back click. We all love back clicks. Okay. Okay. So we're adding a back click and we're gonna hold that in back. And treble click up, down, back click. Okay. To break that down further. And treble click up, we have that. Click up, down. So all our weight's on our front foot. We're picking up our back leg, and that's where we're gonna back click. Freeze motion, yeah. And treble click up. And treble click up, down, back click. Again, with back clicks, anything going out in front of us, anything in back of us, you know, start low and then work your way up. So, and treble click up. Keep it on the lower side before you go up and do like a bigger back click. But you certainly have the room to do that if you'd like. So, and treble click up, down, back click. Ready? 2, 3, and up. And treble click up, down, back click. There we go. 2, 3, and up. Cool. And if you're having fun with this, you got the control going, go ahead and triple click up, click it down. Take your left hand, pat yourself on the right shoulder. You're going to be turning over that right shoulder. Good job. We're going to be going that way. So you're going to go that way with your back click. Okay? And treble click up, down, right shoulder, back click. Okay? Again, 2, 3, and up. And you're going to rotate around. Give it a nice soul spin around. Yeah. Now you rotate in any way with heel clicks, makes it more difficult. Very simple rule there. Yeah. So if you're, if this is, I'd say as you're starting to get it, first focus on getting the clicks, do everything straight on, and as you get more consistent, then throw on the rotation. But Only as much as you're comfortable with doing. Here we go. 2, 3, and So from the top of that step, it would be 2, 3, and and triple click up, click it down, bump, bump. Okay? In this step, we did the opening part. We smooshed together the previous step. We did double click up. And now we're going into the click, click up, down, back click. From here, we're going to do a very quick little back click and bring the left foot back in front. So how that works is we have our left foot down, our right foot up and back, and we're going to do a little back click, and we're going to bring that left foot back in front. Okay, so from here, we're jumping off our left foot and then keeping it in front. Okay, 2, 3, and 2, 3, and. So it's a back click, click and down. So we did our back click. Okay, so we're going to launch off our right leg into our regular back click, and then we're going to just poke the click it down right afterwards. 2, 3, and 2, 3, and back click, click up. 2, 3, and back click. Yeah, it's okay if you use your arms as wings. It's a fun step. Yeah. There's no judgments there. I'm clearly flapping away, so go ahead. 2, 3, and back, click, click, up, down. Yep. 2, 3, and back. Okay. So how we fit that into what we had before? Treble, click up, down, back, click, click, up, down. Okay. So it just keeps rolling forward. 2, 3, and. And treble click up, down, back, click up, down. Yeah, I think that's how I'd phrase it. 2, 3, and Ooh, just hit that. One more time. 2, 3, and So we're gonna go from here. We're gonna bounce off that. We're gonna press on the floor, jump off that into out. And then we're going to slide our feet together and click our heels. Click up, down, out, in. Okay, so if we did our back click, click up, down, out. Okay. Again, this is the trickier step, so this is throwing you off a little bit. Don't worry. You can always retake this step, but yeah, give yourself a challenge. Here we go. 2, 3, and back click up, down, out. Yeah. So click up. Down, you're going to jump off both feet and then slide them both back together. Okay. You want to really pull up high there. You don't want to, yeah. You kind of lose the look, yeah. You're giving a nice little knee gap there. You want to pull up pretty good right there. Yeah. So from the back click, 2, 3, and back click, click up, down, out. And how that click up, down, over kind of works with the rotation. I don't expect you to get all the way around on the back click. You'll probably get about halfway or somewhere over here. So then you use that click up down to make yourself get that full 360 all the way around. So use that back click, click up down. Oh, there's a miss. Out, in. And like I was saying, as soon as you start rotating, it gets a little bit more tricky with being consistent. So like that. So yeah, if you're having trouble with the consistency there, dial it back to just doing it straight forward and then gradually work it back to spinning it around. Okay. So from the starting point of that part, we're gonna go from enter, up, pick up, down, back, back. Ready? 2, 3, and up. Cool. Again. 2, 3, and up. Whoop, I'm brain fart. Sorry. 2, 3, and up. So from here, we're just gonna jump. So out and jump, out and jump. I'm calling it a jump because you're actually planting and prepping for a jump. So out and jump because we're going up. Okay. Probably guess where this is going. So from the top right there, 2, 3, and yeah. Once with the spin, 2, 3, and jump. And the last part of the step is you're gonna jump into the air off with your right foot in front and do lots of clicks. So you want to do 2 or 3 or 4. I think 4 sounds the best. Or Tessa, do 5, 6. But at the end, yeah, this is your 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Click, 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 click down. You know, something clicks and down. So, if that makes sense. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3 is how you would finish the dance. This out and jump ending is actually what is borrowed from that 38 heel click step that I did with David. And that's how we finished the dance. Out, in, and I think we did 8. But you can certainly do however many you want there. But it's just a fun like cherry on top to the step, I feel like. All right. So that's what we're going to try. So we're going to start from treble, click up, down, back, click up, down, out, in, and lots of clicks. Okay? Let's try that on its own. Ready? 2, 3, and up. Something like that. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Again, give it a shot. 2, 3, and da. Click, 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 click down. Yeah. So like in a faster speed, the tempo would be like. It would finish with a faster tempo. It kind of fits better. Yeah. Slower tempo, you kind of have to float there. So yeah. Let's try that again together. From treble, click up, down. Ready? 2, 3, and down. You can do 2 clicks, or you can do the I don't know who thought of this one, but if you put a butt kick on the right or your front leg, you can do that. You can do one of those. Those are really cool. I don't know who thought of that first, but love it. Yeah, some sort of click, something there. Yeah. Woo. All right. This step is cool. Let's try it. Let's try just that step from the start. Okay, where we mush together the first part. That whole part. Yeah. Let's start from there. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3, and. Ta-da! I don't know. Then you make a pose. Yeah. Strike your best pose at the end. Yeah. Here we go. Try it again. Let's do this. I'll be looking for the poses too. Here we go. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3, and double. Let's try to put the whole thing together. So, to go over that first step. So all of us can go over that first step, because it's been a few minutes. That first step, bang, and treble. Hop back treble. And then it just keeps going. All right. Let's give it a shot from the start of that step into the other step, into the pose. 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 All right. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. And dabs aren't a thing anymore. No, that's not a cool. All right, we'll do it one more time. One more time for luck. Here we go. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Not a dab. Irish dance hips. Something. Yeah. All right. Okay. Good work, people. All right.